All right, following along with the theme of our last video where we were checking out some Starlink accessories, I've got two more Starlink accessories here. These are both from a company called Denfix, and these are both Starlink dish mounting solutions. And we're just going to cover one of these in this video. Next video, we're going to check out the second one. These are both from Amazon, and of course, as usual, there'll be links in the description below if you're interested in any of these once we've checked it out and reviewed it. So this one here, we're going to go over in the next video. In today's video, we're going to check out the Denfix TS04 long wall mount kit for the Gen 3 dish. This will allow you to mount the dish underneath an eave or any vertical surface that you might have at your in your building or your house, wherever you're going to mount it to. And it's a long reach one, so it's quite long. We'll get a measurement of it exactly to see how far out from under the eave. We'll also go outside and I'll kind of demonstrate it. I won't mount it. I'm not going to mount it to my wall because I don't need this style right now for my dish, but we'll certainly do some trial test fits to see how well it'll do. This will come out from your building or your house quite a ways, and I'll get a measurement for that. But it'll also have you an adjustable vertical height to get it up above your roof line as well. So let's unbox it. We'll show you what you get with the package and take a few measurements, and then we'll of course go outside and get my dish and mount it to it to make sure that the mount equipment is effective and secures the dish to the mount properly. So let's take a look. All right, so of course you get a small little manual for it. Not a whole lot to it, just a little 2-pager thing. But just gives you some tips on what goes where, how to assemble it. All right, so first thing we got in here is some wire management clips. These are to attach the dish cable as it goes along your eave, along the wall. Basically, before you punch it through your wall, these will help you to manage the cabling to keep it secure to the wall. And you get quite a few of those. Another little baggie of hardware you get. So you get a small wrench that will fit these nuts. These are some masonry anchors, but it comes with a little wrench so you can tighten it up with that. And there's a base, and we'll get into that in a minute. But so you get some wood screws. You get 3 wood screws. You get 3 of these masonry anchors, the wrench, and you even get a little masonry drill bit so that you can drill into your masonry or block wall, or whatever you got, in case you don't have this already. But it's nice of them to provide that for you. Next piece here, this is the actual dish mounting base or clip. Let's pull that out of there. Comes with a couple of mounting screws and an Allen wrench. This mounts to the top of a pole. I'll show you that in a minute. But there's a hole in there where you can attach these bolts to attach it to the vertical pole so it can't come off. We'll take a little closer look at that in a minute when I get the poles out. Next thing is the vertical pole. Pull it out of the bag. This is the vertical pole. It goes comes out of the wall, and it comes across and then goes up, and this is the vertical part of that. It has a threaded, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a threaded insert in there. When you put the little mounting plate on the top of there, you can rotate it where you need it. But this whole thing actually will rotate the mount, but you can rotate this to whatever position you need it in, and then you put one of the mounting screws through the top there, and that attaches it to the pole so it can't come off. And there's a hole in it right here for your dish cable. Comes out of the dish, goes through that opening, and it'll follow the whole pipe down, come out the bottom for the base. Okay. Next is the elbow. Comes away from the wall and rotates and turns up. Pull that out of the bag. So this has another one of those threaded inserts that attaches to the wall base. And then on the bottom there's another hole where the cable will come out. So you come down from the top through this and then come out that bottom hole. And then that will attach to the mounting base that attaches to the wall. And then you've got a little thumb screw here that will help let you easily adjust the angle and the height of the dish. And then you can tighten it down where it goes. This pole will mount into there. And it gives you a little bit of adjustability to that to adjust the height to get it above your roof line. Again, we'll go outside and hold it up to the eave of my house to just kind of show you how well it'll get around the pole. But you can see it gets quite a distance out from the eave of the house. Put a tape measure on that real quick. So that would get you out to there to get around the eave. That is about 15.5 inches from the wall to get around the eave. So as long as your eave is less than 15.5 inches. Now that could get in the way a little bit. We'll see how that goes when we get it outside, but most likely that would be below the eave, and then this would be above the eave. And then of course vertical, if I'm all the way down, all the way to the down position, we're going to have about 20 inches to there, kind of the center of the pipe. 20 inches is the minimum. And then if we reach it to the highest point, that would be about right there, give or take a 1/4 inch. That would get us up 24 inches. So we got about 4 inches or so, 4 or 5 inches of movement if you need to adjust it to get it up above your roof line. And the last piece in here is the mounting base that attaches to the wall. So you get this mounting base with 3 holes in it. And then you get, like I already showed you the hardware, you've got 3 masonry bits or wood screws, threaded stud coming off the top of that. If you can see that, hopefully. There you go. That threads into the threaded insert in the base of this pole. So you'd have that attached there. That mounts to the wall. Now, one thing that came to mind with this mounting base, of course you screw this on and it gets pretty tight, but I think I would probably put some Loctite on this thread, because I can picture this, if this is mounted to the wall, there's enough of a high wind, we get some monsoons around here, I can see it potentially, not for sure, the dishes don't weigh much, but if you got a high enough wind, I can see it potentially unscrewing itself once you mounted this to the wall if you didn't have that nice and tight, and maybe have some Loctite on there. So I'd recommend putting some Loctite on that before you finish it up. But so you'd want to thread that on securely to make sure that the holes were oriented properly before you mount it to the wall, so this is straight up and down. Then thread it back off, put some Loctite on that, get it threaded back on securely, and then you mount that to your wall. And we'll hold it up to the wall again and take a look at that. So this is all you get in the box. Nice heavy kit. It's definitely steel. Pretty heavy duty steel, so I don't think there's any risk of it bending or anything. The dishes are fairly light, but all right, well, let's just get this thing assembled. We'll go outside, I'll get up on the ladder and we'll hold it up under the eave, get the dish mounted up on top of it just to see how well it fits, to make sure this base does snap in securely with the, as well as the original Starlink one. And we'll take a look and just see how well it fits around the eave. So I've got a bit of a unique eave on my house, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got a pretty big curve, and that actually, even as wide as and as tall as this is the east facing wall of my house, and you generally want your dishes facing north, so it won't actually fit around that if I'm trying to face the dish north, even with it in its most extended position. Let me kind of show you what I'm talking about here. Hopefully I don't drop my dish, but if I have it up here, the dish actually would touch the roof if I was trying to do that, and I'm getting up into this curve, so I can't really mount it like that. So at my particular house, what I would need to do is mount this on a north-facing wall so that I could have the dish oriented like this, and then it would work just fine. That gets me up above the roof line, so I can mount that to the wall like that and have it face the northern direction. But so if you got these oddball eaves like I do with this curve, it adds a little bit of complexity to it, but it still works. You just have to find another place to put it, like in a north wall for me. But I've got several neighbors that just have the standard square eaves, and it would work just fine on that. It would easily get around that. So I just have this unusual curve to my roof line or eave line. Changes a little bit, but would certainly do the job. I just gotta maybe move it a little bit, so that might not be the most convenient spot for you to find a northern wall. But and I did get this assembled. A couple of things I noted on this base. Mine, when I threaded it in, it's straight now, but when I first threaded it in, it was a little bit of at an angle. But as I just kind of pushed it and tweaked it in and tightened it down, it straightened itself out. And I'm actually not sure. I mean, it's still wiggling a little bit because I don't have it totally cranked down, just because I'm just demonstrating how it would go up there. But I'm pretty sure you could get it tight enough to where it may not need the Loctite, but certainly a safe bet just to put some Loctite on it, because once you get this up there, odds are you're not pulling this down again. So there's no reason not to Loctite it and make sure it's not going anywhere, because you wouldn't want that pivoting and throwing off your dish if you had a big windstorm or something. Well, thanks for watching this demonstration, and affiliate links will be in the description below. If you have any questions, feel free to put them down below, and we'll try to answer them the best I can. Take care.